Hello? If anyone's here. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. Okay. Are we live? Hello? Hello, are we live? Hello? Any viewers? Any bros in the chat? Hello, are we live? Hello? Any viewers? Any bros in the chat? Hello, are we live? Hello? Any viewers? Any bros in the chat? I... Oh, I need to remove that stuff. I shouldn't have this thing. Oh, I need to remove that stuff. I shouldn't have this thing. Oh, shit. Hello? Hello? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't have the graphics, guys, so we're just gonna have to, Hello? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't have the graphics, guys, so we're just gonna have to, go without them. Hello? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't have the graphics, guys, so we're just gonna have to go without them. We should be starting any minute. Hello, my co-caster.
Hello.
We should be starting any minute. Hello, my co-caster.
Yo, Zach, mute the stream. It's echoing.
Okay, there we go. Final co-caster. Here we go.
No, I'm not co-casting.
Oh, you're not casting? It's just me.
The stream, the stream was
Okay.
like echoing because you had it volume.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
I was
Cool,
just
cool.
making
Good
sure
luck.
everything was working. Thanks, bud.
I'll be around. I'll be listening. Peace, peace.
Thank you.
Not often the two of us hang out,
Yeah, that's true.
but we'll see how it works out for today.
It will work out. It'll be fun.
So what are your thoughts on this game?
I will share those, but I'm gonna wait until more people get in to the stream,
Yeah.
so I don't have to repeat myself. But it should be a good one. That's all I'm gonna say. Should be a good one. Okay. We're having some technical difficulties. But soon we should be starting. Just seeing, I think we have a disconnect, unfortunately. Okay. This ain't economy. No, this is CEO, sir. This is our premier league. Our top league. Coming at ya. His power went out. Okay. I think they're going to be doing pro draft. The title is off, yes. I don't have the ability. Maybe I can change it if I go to mod view. Can mods change stream titles? I don't think so. Oh, I can. Aha! CEO Smackdown. Alright, cool. Title's been changed. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Okay, I think we're just waiting on what I assume is the pro draft, which they should link us, and then we can begin. Welcome, everybody. I'm a Happy Cloud. And this is my co-caster for the night, York Hunt.
Hello, guys.
And tonight we're going to be casting what should be a banger of a series, Downward Trend versus the Naughty Boys. Downward Trend coming off a loss, a 1-2 versus Acclivity, and the Naughty Boys are coming off a bye. So both teams, they're ready to show their stuff. I'm excited to see. One thing that's kind of cool for those of us who are new to LBLCS, we have the Glue Eaters, which is an organization that used to be a team, and the Naughty Boys, they have a history and they go back. I was on the Glue Eaters. York Hunt used to be on the Naughty Boys, so we have some history as being casters. And Downward Trend and Upward Trend are basically were the Glue Eaters, and they kind of like split up into two separate teams, but they're still under that like Glue Eaters moniker. So it should be a good series. I'm totally happy. What are your thoughts on this, Mr. York?
I will be very happy to watch the Naughty Boys lose today. So I'm hoping my boy Swift Ranger
My God, he's just
puts
calling
on a
it.
clinic. Ready to watch
Dang.
some good gameplay.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think it should be a banger. I am excited because we have Tarded, who was an economy or an executive superstar, yeah, coming into the top lane, moving up a league, having some big shoes to fill, and going to be kind of fighting above his weight class, or below his weight class, I guess is the expression. So it should be good. Okay, we're into the champ select here. I'm pretty excited to see how this goes. The Talia ban is expected. Talia is a Julie from Bakugan staple. He played it when it wasn't meta, and now that it is a super strong meta pick, definitely expecting the ban. We have Vladimir and Seraphine, which can be targeted at J-Box for the Seraphine, Vladimir MZ Shady pick, Kaisa and Bard banned out, banning out 2 staple champs from the bot lane of Naughty Boys, which I would probably highlight as their strongest component here. And then we have Kindred ban, which is a Baltandi pick. So I'm excited to see what they first pick. Keegan says pooped Lachance pants again, and says Quaz difference easy 2-0. Dang. Well, we'll do our bets after we see the draft here, guys. Olaf first picked. Olaf, definitely a good first pick here. One of the stronger meta junglers. Jungle very strong in early season 11.
Ooh, Tarded gets his one trick, the Kled.
Okay.
And
Oh,
someone
and
immediately
then
leaves
the
game.
dodge. Something happened.
I imagine... Oh. Okay.
Have some technical difficulties again. I'm excited to see if Zelius is as bad as his reputation puts him out to be. He might be. We'll have to see. He is... The Naughty Boys won last season, right? Coming off a championship, right? You guys won the last season?
Yes.
Yeah. Coming off championship. He's even worse. He's even worse. Oh no. And it's the new PogChamp emote. That's cool.
Celius is still in plat, so let's see if he can
Yeah,
keep it up.
who's in plat?
Not me. Hahaha, still gold 1.
There are too many Canadians on that team. It's unfair. True. If we've learned anything this week, it's that Americans are stupid. And so, unfortunately, we may not have... it's not looking good for America. Zelius is Plat 2, Sag, Monka S. So we're just waiting here, guys, to get into the game. Sorry about the delay. Hopefully, PP Bears fixes his internet. And then we can get into the action. Okay, well, while we're waiting here, just a reminder, guys, make sure if you're new to follow us on Discord. We have a great community. We have a YouTube channel where the VODs will be uploaded. Give us a follow on Twitch if you haven't. We stream fairly regularly. We have 4 leagues basically, I think, if I remember correctly. Maybe it's 5 leagues actually. I think it's 5. We have CEO, which is the league you're currently watching, which is our highest tier league. Then Executive, which is the next lowest league. Then we have 2 commercial leagues, 2 different divisions, and then Economy, which is our lowest tier league. So you get to basically a good array of skill levels to watch. I would say the other thing, the only thing is we don't really have like a schedule as to what gets streamed. Since we have so many teams, we just stream whatever, kind of a first come first serve basic, or like this match, we try to highlight like what we believe it would be some good matches. So yeah, again, I'm a happy cloud of the team Upward Trend emoji. This is York Hunt of the team
5 drinks in.
5 drinks in. Something with alcohol. I knew that's what it was.
Yep.
So yeah. Which you guys play this week as well, right? Or do you have a bye?
I believe so. I can check the schedule and see who we're playing this week. Are you guys playing?
We
you guys played last night,
We
right?
already
Yeah.
played, yeah. We played. We played our match Yeah, we played on Monday our match for this week, and then on Tuesday we finished our
Finished
first
off
match.
week 1. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, they're gonna remake the
So we're
lobby,
in week.
and then we'll get into it,
4.
guys. Sorry about the wait. Who will get all their schmeckles back? That's what people really want to know. Bistro Mathematics, if you're in the chat, how many schmeckles do you have left after the gambling incident? The man is straight up getting DDoSed. Maybe. 1.9k we're out here. Not too bad. I only have 19k. And I tune in all the time. I can't bet them though. Have a little nest egg for myself. About to bet it all. Do it. Bet that trust fund money. The client breaking as usual for me.
Yeah, I have the same problem right now. I believe the lobby lagged or timed out.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Okay. We're getting everybody back in. Just waiting on Baltandi. Draw invite if he hasn't been invited yet. Okay. MZ goes third out of order. Okay. I think we're all good. I lost 70k betting on Swift Ranger. Oh no.
Yeah, the first week I bet 70k that he would win against Acclivity.
That was your mistake, to be honest.
Yeah.
But that's how you know York's a real one. He bet on his homie. All of it.
Yep. Never bet on Swift Ranger. I gotta have some faith in my boy. Okay, just making sure everyone remembers what's been picked so far.
Maybe a massive mistake. I'm gonna bet it all on Zelius. Weren't you just shit talking Zelius though? Psychopathic Poro. Are you? You came in here wondering if the rumors of his lack of skill were true, but you're gonna bet it all on him? Go against the grain?
So Zelius has asked me to not flame him specifically. So
I'm
we'll
not
see how
flaming
that
him.
goes for tonight.
To be fair, it's this guy in chat that's flaming him.
He said that there's a good chance you might flame him, so that I should just be there to balance it out, whether you prop him up or put him
I
down.
never flame anybody. I never flame anybody while casting. In the chat, that's another story. But in cast, I try to be professional and bring everyone up.
I will do my best to be unbiased during this game.
Also, you know me.
Yeah.
I will never. I have respect for all the players in CEO. They're all good. I'm probably the worst mid in CEO. So for me to talk poorly on another person, that's just messed up. Disrespectful, if you will.
Well, we got maybe the worst mid and definitely the worst jungler casting tonight, so it should be a good one.
Yeah, for sure. They banned J-Box Seraphine, now Denor Trend has a chance. So Kled Elise picked. It looks like Naughty Boys are doing the classic, we just pick our own champs. Elise being picked here. Elise, I think, is good into Olaf in the early game, but if Olaf avoids fighting, then she can't do anything anymore, as far as I know.
Yeah, it's usually how the matchup goes. She
Yeah.
can do stuff, but for like level 4.
Yeah, Olaf just wants to
but it
power
quickly
farm, right?
becomes
Get
Olaf
6.
favored.
Yeah, Olaf is just
Yeah.
a monster with the Gore Drinker. I'm interested to see what build that Tarded goes for. There's quite a few Kled builds going around.
I think it's just going to be the Gore Drinker into Sterix. That build is just far too good.
I do like the tanky shield build.
There is also, yeah, the
The Aegis
Sunfire.
Sunfire with Sterix and then the Gargoyle Plate. I think that build's pretty good. Okay, and
Yeah.
then Wukong being
He's got some
picked.
pretty good ones.
So Kassadin ban makes sense.
Heavy AD so far.
Kassadin for sure, very good into Syndra Elise. Although I do think out of most mage champs, Syndra is probably one of the better picks into Kassadin, and Elise can definitely abuse him in the early game. But he just scales so well, and Kassadin actually is pretty strong right now, surprisingly, even though he lost some of his core items, just the small buffs they gave him in combination with his more of like, he has more of like a feast or famine playstyle, but his win rate is like 51 or 52%, like it's not bad. So they're pinching the mid pool. MC Shady, known for his
Late game
omnivore
scalers.
style. Yeah, he likes to just suck up all the farm he can. Yeah, also, someone in chat pointed this out, but I was going to say this. Pantheon not making it through pick or ban is pretty crazy to me. So far. He could be picked mid, obviously, but I doubt they're going to go for that. They're probably going to go for, I imagine, knowing MC, probably a Corki would probably be his
I've seen him play
pick.
Veigar as well. Veigar would be pretty good in this one.
Yeah, you could go Veigar.
I'm not sure about the Syndra
Yeah,
matchup.
there's the
Oh,
Corki.
let's go to Corki.
And then they save support for last. They're both doing support counter picks. I think just picking a strong blind pickable support here is smart because the way Quaz plays is he's going to want to go for an engage support. It rounds their comp out. Yeah, I think taking away the Leona, that kind of limits the pool. Like, he has to go for a Thresh or maybe an Alistar here, but it prevents him from going the Bard or something a little bit more aggressive. Leona is definitely...
Thresh is banned, so he's even more pinched.
Oh yeah, so Thresh, yeah, so that's good. So he's going to go for the Gragas. Now Gragas is good, but it does make their comp fairly magic heavy. I guess it's okay into the Wukong. But yeah, very crazy to me that Pantheon just escaped. He just made it through, unpicked. Alright, I'm getting the bets ready, guys. I'll give you guys 2 minutes. And we will start prediction now. Wait, can I set the odds? Oh no. It's just how it is. Start
I think the odds just get...
Here we go. Prediction started.
How many bets?
Quaz has been labbing out the Gragas. 1+1 says Quaz Gragas. I miss 1+1 in the Twitch chat. He is a memer. So I'm glad to see him here. So he's been labbing out the Gragas. I actually think Gragas is probably... I'm not familiar with bot lane matchups as much, but I imagine Gragas is pretty good into the Leona. With the body slam and just like the ult. Able to deny the engage. But Quaz is a player that doesn't like to be in lane very much. He will, you know, make sure the wave's okay and then try to roam, pressure. Obviously this meta is very jungle favored, where you want to play around your jungler and secure them camps. Olaf getting ahead, he will probably stay ahead, while Elise is strong in solo queue right now. Not a pro pick, but she does so much damage. Actually getting a nerf next patch. But she isn't like she doesn't farm. She's not trying to like scale into the late game. She's trying to impact the game from, you know, first clear on, right? So it should be interesting to see. I definitely think the Naughty Boys have a much stronger early game. They have the Lucian Gragas bot lane. Kled is pretty strong in the early game. They have Elise, Syndra, which is a very strong 2v2 mid. But the scaling goes for downward trend. And I do think that Olaf can impact the game and potentially swing it fairly hard in their favor, even though they're definitely going to be playing more towards the late game. So it should be an interesting game. Any thoughts, Mr. York?
I think if the Olaf gets a little bit ahead, the only real person that has a chance against him will be the Lucian this game. Once he ults, he can run down pretty much everyone else.
Damn,
So
J-Box bet all his...
this game's really on Baltandi to get ahead.
Yeah, I think Baltandi... Well, it's on him, but it's also on his team not to die to the Elise ganks.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about Baltandi is his jungle tracking is very good. So he will call him out. He'll know where he is. I do think Julie is pretty good at some creative paths. But if they can avoid getting killed early, at least doesn't snowball, it should be big.
As long as he stays relatively even, he should be able to take over.
Thirsty Bard says Olaf has no CC for ganks in mid and top. Well, the thing about Olaf is he's really not trying to gank. See, Olaf's totally okay. If the game was like a stalemate where no one ganked, that's exactly what he wants. Because as soon as he gets level 6, Elise will never be able to mess with him ever again. Olaf is actually crazy good into the Naughty Boys comp, right? If you look at all their champs. Like, no one's going to stop him. So yeah, and I think the onus is on J-Box to really enable this Olaf in the early game. Maybe Jin as well. But we'll have to see. We're getting into it, guys. Spectre delay is over. I'm excited. Shout out to J-Box for betting all his points on his own team. That's confidence. But yeah, this should be a good comp. I do think that the dive 2 potential in the late game is very strong. If Olaf is just farming, then the jungle pick should have been a scaling jungler. Olaf is a scaling jungler, my friend. Mr. Thirsty Bard.
Olaf scales extremely well this game.
Olaf tries to basically get ahead and stay ahead. Sorry, I don't have the graphics, by the way, guys. I got them sent to me. I don't know where they are. So, go graphicless. Can I hide this thing? What is the ton controls? Oh wait, make sure we're at the... I'm at 35.
The timing
6, 7,
Okay.
8. Okay.
I'm a few seconds behind.
Yeah, just put it at... I started a few seconds behind, so you just gotta put it ahead, I think. Okay. So Naughty Boy stacking top, getting a deep ward. Gragas spotted out. I don't know exactly.
So
okay, gets a ward on the blue. Sorry, go ahead.
I was in call with the Naughty Boys earlier, hearing them workshop this invade. The plan was for... I believe Drew would stand in the bush he's near right now, the one that goes towards river. If he stands there,
Swift
Kaz
Ranger.
is able to...
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah. Gotta get used to that. Kaz X would be able to E over the wall at the very top, and then come around down through the blue side, and Swift Ranger wouldn't have a way out because he'd get trapped from blue and from his tri-bush because the rest of the Naughty Boys would be there. But Drew sat in a different spot, so their plan did not work out this game.
Yeah, so Elise starting Cocoon was really interesting to me. I imagine that means he's trying to go for the, like, a early gank. I can't imagine why he's starting Cocoon.
I think it was for the invade, because
Yeah.
there's no way you would ever want Cocoon for clearing your first buff.
Yeah, I do think that they need to be cognizant of that. Like, if I see Elise starting Cocoon there, I assume she could potentially just do, like, a quick level 2 bot. Gragas with Flash is similar... Uh-oh. Pause. Similar to Set in the way that he can, use his Flash early. He doesn't really care.
Yep. Does he have Hex Flash? Can't tell.
Bot lane with their not great internet, unfortunately. Anyway, So Baltandi, although he was spotted, he started top. He's going for like the greedy Olaf clear, where you basically do Gromp and blue, and after that he goes to the wolves, and then Raptors red, Krugs, he'll do a full clear. He can do it basically in like 3 minutes, and then he'll be on the map level 4, the highest level in the game. Very strong. I mean, Olaf, I think in the early game, unless he face checks the Elise, is the strongest champ on the map. And if he stays ahead, he'll basically stay ahead the whole time. So we'll have to see how this goes. I'm excited. I do think the top lane matchup could go either way. I think Wukong is definitely pretty good into these AD champs, so he eventually can just scale up. His passive makes it very hard for you to fight him in melee in extended trades. Okay, nice stun from Zelius. Procs his phase rush, gets out of there. Zelius definitely has the edge in this mid matchup, and it will be on him to potentially set up a gank here for Julie. Early hard shove here from the side of...
looking for a quick gank top lane after red buff.
Yeah. So he's doing his single target camps early. Looking top. Oh, another stun. Did the little delayed trick on there. Oh, J-Box kinda... I actually think that kinda... I actually think he kinda saved... Cause kinda saved him there, actually.
Yeah, if he got in and then Cause
yeah,
body slam, he would have been way too far in.
Yeah, because you go to the last target, and he would have gone all the way into the turret. So MZ, gonna get out of here. Able to escape. There's pings going down. They know Elise ran back top. They saw in the midwave, so I think Olaf is gonna grab the crab and then potentially look for a gank bot. But Naughty Boy should know that, right? Naughty Boy should say, okay, well, we don't see Olaf on the top crab, and Wukong reset, so he's for sure on the bot crab here. Unfortunately, they're not really letting it push in on the side of downward trend. So Baltandi is just looking, already invading. I mean, he has a 10 CS lead. He's going to take the wolves. The Gromp's coming up here. He might just stay for the Gromp, although it's kind of risky. Mid does not have prio. Okay, they ping that he's on. They see him there. So MZ had to use his flash in that gank, and the wave is slow pushing into Naughty Boy, so I assume Julie will be coming back, right? Oh no, he hit him with the nice cannon and all chat. Okay.
Getting the mental advantage right at the start.
Very surprised that Elise is not mid right here. It's good on MZ to be hugging the bot side, but with that pink ward in the bush, MZ is pretty blind. But he does get to push that in for free, and he already... one thing about MC Shady is this man can farm. He already has a 10 CS lead after getting ganked, right? On a champ that is not an early game champ. Corki is not very strong in the early game, so...
Definitely even used teleport.
Exactly.
So the 10 CS lead is even more impressive.
Yeah, just really like showing his ability. Okay, this is it. MC. Oh, he misses the stun.
He missed the stun.
Yeah. Oh, Julie doesn't have flash either. So we missed this because of the action going on in bot, I guess. But Julie used his flash, probably tried to flash Cocoon MZ, and MZ flashed it. And that really hurts Elise's ganking in the early game. She still can get the setup, but Corki in a short lane can't escape with his Valkyrie. Okay, Gragas on the bot side. Both sides of
90%
mid are pinked.
Both mid, yeah.
Okay, Baltandi coming here to clear out vision.
Should be able to get both those pinks.
Yeah. Quaz is here, but I don't think they want this 2v2. Maybe he face checks him.
Lisa's there.
Oh, smart. Good awareness.
Good Q.
By Baltandi there. Alright, Tarded does have a slight lead here. But Swift Ranger using his TP to get back top. Ending, going for the cold, which tells you just he's really just in it to scale. Like, he is okay just not fighting. Kled is definitely... Okay, Kled actually going, interrupting my own thought here, for the tank build.
He's going Sunfire. He had used TP top, so neither top laner can get down to this dragon.
Okay, Julie gets it. Baltani might have sealed his fate there. Okay, he gets the... Oh, he's sustaining.
This is a really big fight for upward trend.
Yeah, upward trend. Okay, so they
Downward.
do get the dragon, but upward trend able to get 3 kills. The triumph from the Olaf plus the just the inherent lifesteal able to keep him alive. Good smite from Julie, but that's a kill on the Olaf, and the bot lane got 2 kills, 1 on each of them. So honestly, it's pretty. That's pretty good. Like, I think trading a dragon, when you already outscale them, by the way, trading a dragon in the early game doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So you trade the dragon in 1 kill, but you get first blood and 2 more kills in return. That's definitely a worth trade. There, I got a 2k gold lead, 2.3k. Quaz forcing really hard.
Not connect.
Yeah, I really...
He might.
Yeah,
die.
he's dead here.
He's gonna die. Flash out of J-Box to get the stun.
Julie just flashes and misses the
Flash
cocoon.
taunt from really far away.
Okay.
That's why I
Grenade
don't
coming.
go flash on Elise. Can't miss flash
El-
cocoons if you don't have flash.
El Breding... Oh, I don't know how to say her name. Some guy in chat saying, Bambi's on Kled, interesting. Yeah, so there's a... Oh, another pause. There's a build that's going around on Kled now, where you go Sunfire Aegis into Sterix Gauge and then into Gargoyle Stone Plate. It's basically like a full tank Kled, and because those items basically go off your max health, when you go little, you get almost can get 2 free remounts because you get the Sterix Shield, and then when you go little again, you get the Gargoyle Shield, the active. So it makes this Kled like this very, very strong frontliner, and Kled's already has pretty high base damages, so he can cause a lot of damage. Maybe not solo out or one shot, but he if he gets on a flank on an 80 carry, he can potentially do a lot of damage. So it's a new build. Yeah, the Cocoon Star and Elise definitely messing up his early gank timings, I think. And Baltandi already hitting level 6, Elise still level 5. This lead will just get bigger and bigger. And this is what Olaf wants, right? Olaf sees Elise show bot. Okay, I run top, take his Krugs, take his Raptors potentially. Then I have my whole jungle to clear.
Could look for a Rift Herald into a top gank here. Open up Swift Ranger.
Yeah,
Can't make
definitely.
some plays with Wukong ult.
Yeah, again, I think downward trend is just totally okay. Just playing the slow game. They already got a free kill on Quaz.
Yeah, they're far enough ahead right now to just sit back and scale up for a little bit.
Yeah, and they have a better late game for sure, so they don't need to worry about it. And yeah, we'll have to see. They're even in top lane, but every other position they're ahead in. So for them, this is okay. Waiting on the unpause. They said ready. I have the weird Jin sounds
Waiting
going
for us
off.
to see it.
Here we go.
Oh, there you go. Pause.
Alrighty.
Even bot lane's got a really nice DS lead for downward trend.
Okay, J-Box goes for the ult there to try to catch him off. Obviously, if he has the ZF, J-Box might actually die for that. He does not have flash. We'll have to see. A little too aggro. Gets stunned, but they're going to get a return kill. Maybe he's able to pick up PP Bears. I don't think so. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Okay, they're going for the gank here. But might have to pop his ult. Okay, pops his ult, still gets caught out. Okay, Corky coming in with the package. Kled's going to get the remount
here.
Okay, nice play by Tarded, but it doesn't seem like it's going to matter. He is wasting a lot of time. Ooh, it hits him with the Mastery emote on the way out. Insane. Now they're just in a bad position.
Zelius is TPing up here.
Zelius TP top.
This is going to be a wipe.
Yeah, really forced play from Downward Trend. And that was crazy. So that's the power that tank Kled, right? He's hard to kill. So if he is able just to tank out the damage, he can get the remount. And unfortunately, they just didn't have any damage to kill him. So kind of doing the opposite of what we're talking about on stream, where they can just scale up and trying to force a play. I don't think it was bad, but maybe going for the just mis-executed, but probably going for the Rift Tail would have been better, right?
Yep. I think after they forced him under tower and got the ult out, it would have been better to back up and go Rift.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were kind of screwed at that point. Yeah, they needed, once they dismounted him, they needed to not go for that. Use the package for getting Rift. I think you're correct. So, they do get Zelius TP out of it, which is one positive and a few sums. Maybe they can make a return. Olaf still, although they're somewhat even, Olaf will still just like hard outscale this guy. Okay, they're looking mid, it looks like. Clearing vision. Tarded has a level lead. But honestly, I don't think he can beat Wukong. Wukong is pretty good into tanks, right? So the tank built on the Kled might not be serving him that well. Distro Mathematics says, I don't like Sunder. I think Mana Mune Gale Force is nuts. Yeah, I agree. And with maybe Essence Reaver. Essence Reaver pretty good after the buffs.
Gale Force would also be insane this game. For
yeah,
Assault,
I mean, Gale Force is insane every game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Who's the play-by-play caster? Neither one of us are play-by-play casters, so I'm trying. That's me, Happy Cloud. Sorry if it sucks, but I'm normally color caster. He has a good voice. Thank you, Ryan Rapido. I appreciate that. Yes, sir. Okay, gets the stun. MZ just kind of trolling with that TP a little bit. If Elise was a little closer, maybe could have got a kill. Dragon coming up here. This might be a big fight. Swift Ranger does not have his teleport. Okay. Okay, that's a stun. And here's
already down here.
Here's the Olaf.
They have picked off the Syndra already.
Oh, nice pickup on the end. That was a pretty good play for the side of Downward Trend at the beginning, but yeah, they don't have the numbers advantage. Swift Ranger's teleport is almost up, a couple seconds.
It is now.
He could TP in here on this ward, but I doubt he's going to go for it. Yeah, I don't know. That seemed like a little bit, they were a little bit on at different pages. I think if you go for a play like that, you got to bring him back down. He did get 3 plates, so maybe that's worth it for him. Like getting this Wukong ahead might be good.
Is this Mount Drag? It's Cloud Soul.
So it's Cloud Soul, which again is perfect. They don't really care on the side of Downward Trend. And unfortunately for the Naughty Boys, their drag control is not really rewarded. They don't have many people who use the Cloud Soul super well. But we'll have to see. Still ult cooldowns, which is okay. Hearted still having a level lead, or an experience lead. Is his E back up here soon? Okay, gets the knockup. Dismounts him. Not sure what Swift Ranger's building. I'm guessing that's going to be a Gore Drinker. He doesn't have the whip though, which is usually what they pick. Cloud Soul is cracked on
Black
Elise.
Cleaver first?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Black Cleaver
Okay, close. Quaz gets the kill.
Oh.
That was a nice little Kobe. That's kind of what I'm talking about when we alluded to Quaz earlier, is not one to stay in lane. And although J-Box is here to pressure PP Bears, the gold lead is not
The alt.
not that big, right? I think that is a moment where maybe Leona could have left the lane. Quaz able to escape, hits him with, tips his hat at him, and gets out of there. So we have even CS top. About even CS in the jungle, actually. Baltandi kind of being the one to suffer from the plays being made. Very big CS lead in the mid lane, but it's balanced out. I can actually toggle to gold here. So gold is a slight lead. Actually, a decent lead top. Slight lead for the side of downward in the jungle. Slight lead for the side of the Naughty Boys. And then a huge lead. 1,800 gold ahead for the Jhin. Zelius is just dead here. Gives the kill to MZ. Well played. No flash. Had the package. Yeah, if you play mid against Corki and he has the package, you just better be hugging your turret at this point. Okay, hits him. Jhin just getting some poke down with his ult. They're looking to force his turret. The Herald has yet to be taken. I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything. It looks like Julie looking for a flank here. Okay! Flashes in.
The Gale Fort saves him from the angle.
So he did die to the Ignite in the tower, though. Swift Ranger going way too deep under the turret there.
I believe he got Sindri deeper in.
Yeah, that was a weird back and forth bounce there.
Way over diving.
Yeah, they're definitely. I feel like downward trend is just a little too overzealous here. They're definitely like they have the scaling advantage. They don't need to go for these type of plays. Although I will say that that play right there was more on the
Gragas engage.
Yeah, that was the Naughty Boys starting that fight. That was a great engage by Quaz. The TP from Tarded. Swift Ranger unfortunately caught under the turret. Tarded getting some damage down the turret. Swift Ranger runs back up. Does have the Gore Drinker. We'll have to see what's going to happen here going forward. The gold is about even, and unfortunately I would say for the Naughty Boys that the huge shutdown did go in the pocket of Gragas. Now maybe Quaz can use that gold well and snowball the game, but obviously someone like PP Bears would have much rather had that. He also went for the Kraken Slayer on the Lucian here to try to do more damage. It is a very frontline heavy comp, so maybe he didn't want to get the Gale Force. I do think the Gale Force Lucian is pretty nuts. This is the third dragon coming up. Swift Ranger does not have teleport, and Tarded is going to be down here again. Okay, nice stun. I think Zelius might just go for, yeah, that's worth it. MC does have teleport, but that's just worth it to get the poke. So first turret does go to the side of downward trend, but this is the third dragon. Ooh, that was close. Wreckage WM says, what's the best team in CEO? Bistro Mathematics says, upwards trend. Keegan says, weird that Wukong up top with third drag. we'll have to see. So Wukong spent a lot of time top. He got a lot of tower gold for himself. He is a little bit ahead of Tarded now. But they did sacrifice dragons. So we'll have to see.
For a really late Rift Herald here.
Yeah. So late Rift Herald does have some usability. You can use it and potentially get the...
They get it?
Yeah, they did get it. You can potentially use it to get pressure, Baron pressure. I do think it would have been probably better to give it to Wukong, because Wukong could be splitting bottom with TP, pop the Rift Herald, demand an answer, and then teleport straight to the Baron. But went to Baltandi instead. Okay. Little farm fest going on. This is kind of what upward trend needs, or not upward trend, downward trend needed to basically do at this point. They really need to just scale. At least opting for this Leandri's build too. Maybe just thinking, okay, well, I can't get the Night Harvester because I'm not snowballed, so I'm going to go for Leandri's to try to shred MR and do more damage to the front line and help my carries. But here's the main issue with the side of the Naughty Boys comp. Okay, great stun. They're gonna go for it again. Oh my god. Oh my god, they didn't kill him. Well, Tani gets one, nice flash.
Good flash from the Olaf.
That was just... Oh, hits him.
Kaz gets hit by every single bit of the Jin Hall.
Dang, hits him. Gets the shutdown. Oh my god! Bondi popping off.
Too cracked right now.
He's just clean. They run straight to Baron. Bondi just finishing the turret off, it looks like. Running straight to Baron. Insane Jin play coming out of Bondi. They're calling off the Baron. They do have a kind of a slow Baron. It's not super slow, but it is slow enough that they could be back up, and they do have teleport on Zelius here. But wow, what an insane play. So that time, it was the Naughty Boys who dove a little too hard and got punished for it by some smooth moves from MZ and some smooth moves from Ball of Tondi. So pretty crazy. That puts them in about a 4K gold lead ahead. MZ Shady is up now by 700 gold. There's about a 1K gold lead in the jungle. 400 gold lead in the top lane, and then bot lane is a 2K gold lead on the AD carry. Insane. And I think that was I didn't quite see, but I think it was like a 700 gold shutdown that he got. He's working on his third item. Most likely will be the Infinity Edge, but Mike 150. Okay, so not too bad. Working on his next item, most likely going for the Infinity Edge with that pickaxe. Could look for potentially the rapid fire cannon for more safety. The thing about the pickaxe is, or the thing about Infinity Edge is it got reworked to be the strongest, your strongest third item power spike. For once you have 60% crit, you get 35%, I think, or 36% more crit damage. So, like, statistically, it is the best third item you can get, right? Because if you have that 60, you get 20% from each of your items, and that's the biggest spike. It still is good in the late game, so some players opt not to get it early. It's not the end of the world, but it definitely is the biggest spike at that point. So we're gonna have to see. They definitely need to bring Wukong. Wukong actually down here for the dragon this time.
Corki has about half his package left.
Yeah, so he won't have it for the dragon. If they can just wait it out. They could just go for like a pretty nutso engage in the choke here. I feel like Wukong could look for it. Yeah, they can't. They have to give it up. There's no way they can come into the package. It would just be suicide.
As well. Yeah, they lose a lot.
Yeah, you can't funnel in against Leona Wukong with the package up. Just not going to work out. So they do deny the soul. Not the end of the world for the Naughty Boys. Obviously, they can try again in 5 minutes. but also Corki is scaling. Has his Muramana,
Scaling.
has his Sunderer. Probably going to be getting the, what I assume next will be like his Zeal item. Rapid Fire Cannon probably. Corki, obviously, to those of us who are new or are unaware, passive basically makes him a magic damage dealing carry, 80 carry champion. So he buys AD items, but he does magic damage. Okay. Remanning Swift Ranger here. I don't know. Okay, his Gore Drinker was down. Yeah, that's... Unfortunately, they have the Grievous wounds on the Elise, but Kled himself has a 60% Grievous wound on his Q. Alrighty. Sorry for the silence there. Just taking care of some personal messaging. We're back in it. MZ Shady approaching the Flame Horizon mark. Still a little ways off, but approaching it. This is one thing that MZ Shady is very good at, is just sucking up farm, just getting resources. Okay, we have 2 items on Lucian now, but a completed Infinity Edge for the Jhin. Yeah, up an entire item, and not only that, but like a luxury item, a 3,400 gold item. Baltandi has Hysterics and his Gore Drinker, Wukong as well. This is the time where I think, oh my goodness, that crit. This is the time where the downward trend really wants to force a fight here. They have such an item advantage on most of their champs, and
Just force the Syndra back as well.
it's really hard for them to fight. I don't know if I agree with this Void Rush second on Syndra. Zelius obviously a better Syndra player than myself, but
He's been talking it up a lot to me recently, but he's also been saying that he only goes it because of how good the CDR boots are, but he's gotten the pen boots anyway.
He is getting 5 pen from his Ludens, so he has 11 pen from that, 18 from Sorcerer's Shoes, so he has 29 flat pen, and then he has the 40% from Void Staff. But we'll have to see. Void Staff is super efficient, really cheap, even against Noamara. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you also get the... It's giving you more stats because you're Mythic passive as well. We'll have to see.
Downward trend up about 4k. About 40 seconds until the potential Soul Dragon is back up. No one has it really warded out yet, but Kaz is going down there for that right now.
Yeah, Kaz getting vision. Baltandi and J-Box working together to clear vision. Checks it with his axe. I don't know if Tarded can really match this Wukong. I know he does a decent amount of magic damage with the Sunfire. He has 49 stacks on it. We'll have to see. But yeah, this is going to be a big fight, right? This is the Soul. I think this is going to be when we might see Naughty Boys make a play out of desperation. They totally don't need to. By the way, it's only the second drag. But at this point, like...
They've
It's
got some really good damage
pretty
on
rough.
the Elise already.
The main issue is Corki
Pretty
will
hard for her to get
basically
in.
have a package for every dragon here. Oh, they're just going for it. Okay, we get the engage. Leona on the back line. Hits Quaz. Quaz instantly
What a nice
taken out.
hooked package.
Package blocking everyone out. MC Shady. This Kled really just actually stays alive.
Unkillable.
Double kill to the side of PB Bears, but Bondi returns the kill. MZ, Valkyrie's in. They finish off the Zelius there, and Julie actually with some smooth moves able to get out of there. But that was just a slaughter. They get the dragon and they get three for 2, so actually not terrible. But they lose both their carries and their support, who is quote unquote fed. Yeah,
That was
unfortunately.
such an insane package.
Yeah, unfortunately,
It
there's
stopped the ult from the Kled, and
Okay.
it stopped the knockup because of the DC immunity during the package.
Oh my god, he trades. Okay, they kind of troll a little bit, stay a little too
Gives
long.
Potential
Unfortunately,
for Naughty Boys to do Baron.
I don't think Naughty Boys can rush the Baron here. It'd be really risky. They do have teleport. I mean, they have 40 seconds. Maybe they can go for this
I
here.
think they're gonna go for it.
Yeah, they
This
kind of
Kled
have
is
to
super strong
at
right
this
now.
point, right? They don't really have a choice. We'll have to see. Oh, Zelius just goes for the ult on Baltandi. Baltandi trying to get in, but I don't think he can. They're just zoning him off, yeah. They just give it up, I think, here. It's not the end of the world. Again, the scaling is on the side of downward. And their carries are so strong right now. But good counter Baron from the Naughty Boys, able to pick them up on the bot side. Jin does have his flash now. I don't know if he had it last fight. It was pinged out by his teammate, so maybe he had it. Who knows? Risky push by Tarded. Had no backup. But I guess he just didn't think they were going to be defending the tier 1. I think Tarded is really close to his... He's got it. So he's got his Gargoyles played here. So this is like the item combo you can get, where now he'll basically have double shields, and both shields will allow him to remount. But here we go. I'm excited to see where this goes. MZ Shady hitting 300 CS, the classic. PP Bears on his 3rd item got his Navori Quick Blades. Basically Spear Sojin, but only for crit users. So a little more balanced. Allows him to basically play Earth. So it should be pretty if he can somehow not get one shot, he can definitely be skirting around the outside. But yeah, we'll have to see. MZ looking for what I assume the Mob. Mob Mordius got buffed, so it's basically just a magic shield, but the shield is huge in the late game. With the Sunder, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets that and it's like a 700 or 800 damage shield. And against this like full AP comp, the value will be nuts. So he's opening up. Still a lot of damage just from the raw Jin ult there. Swift Ranger waiting.
2 levels down.
I don't think he wins this in any way. But maybe with MZ he can. I mean, they're still working on the tier 1 mid here, so if that's all they get off the Baron, tier 1 top and tier 1 mid, definitely worth it for them. Okay, here we go. The next dragon's up here. Another fight for the soul in 27 seconds. Again, I just don't know if they can fight because, like, Corki's already got the package, right? It's so hard for them. Cloud Soul has a cooldown. I think it's like a 40-second cooldown. so he definitely doesn't get the massive move speed. Nice little barrel. Got the mandate. Maybe they can proc that. But again, good on Naughty Boys here for having the inside angle. But yeah, it's so hard for them to fight, like with Corki package and Leona ult. Swift Ranger might be looking at TB, so they might just give up the soul here. They might just lose it. Okay, big package in the backline. Quaz hits Baltandi. Oh my god, it's a wipe. Oh no, Tarded actually TPing in here. Might have been a mistake. He's gonna try to ult out, I assume. But if they get near him, he can't do that. Okay, he gets popped, so he can't pop his ult anyway. Wukong knocking him up. They're gonna dive him. Look at the shields. Is he gonna remount? Oh no, he finally goes down actually. Not able to get the remount in time. I don't think this is gonna... I don't know if they can actually end the game.
It's only cause.
It's gonna be cause, yeah. It will be close.
I think they're gonna go.
Yeah,
for
they're
it.
gonna go for it here. They do have Corki with the Sunder. He can potentially just like 3-shot the turrets here. But yeah, they're gonna kill Kaz, I assume, and end the game. Okay, so definitely a close game. Kind of throws from both teams, but some good plays being made as well. But definitely a little crazy that too close for comfort, I would say, for both teams here. So pretty spooky. I'm excited to see what the adaptations come in game 2. I'm going to be real with you. I did not like the Naughty Boys comp at all. I feel like it was just way too early game focused and a lot of magic damage coming out of there. And as soon as they fell behind, it seemed like they were just kind of screwed. MZ shady damage, my god. Yeah, Corki, and they were very squishy too. They had this Kled, but the tank Kled, they didn't really have anyone to follow up with him, unfortunately. So we'll have to see how this goes. They're swapping sides. We're gonna get you in here real quick, unless you already are in here.
Not yet. Just still need an invite. Thank you.
Someone
Just
else
got me.
invited you. Okay. All right. Waiting on. I messed up something there. Waiting on.
Everyone is in the lobby. Just need cause to move up and both teams to be ready.
Bistro Mathematics lost all his schmeckles.
Told you, man.
Didn't bet with his new team or his old team. Didn't bet with his bet against them.
Always bet on Drew.
Always bet on Drew, except you lost 70k betting on Drew. Just so we're clear here. Stream.
Happens.
Just so we're clear, this man lost 70k channel points.
It happens.
I just watched Bondi not miss for 40 consecutive minutes worth. Yeah, it was game 1 prediction only. Oh wait, sorry, I gotta choose the outcome here. Downward 1. Complete prediction. Complete prediction. Okay. Alright, I think we're just gonna wait.
Let's go.
On the they each get a few minutes, obviously, to debate like draft and what they want to do. But yeah, that was a definitely a close game. I would say I think Downward Trend were in the driver's seat for most of the game, but definitely some overzealous plays, and I think some miscoordination on their side. They didn't have Wukong for like the first 3 dragons, which was a little sus, and at that point I think it's worth either like going for like a cheeky steal over the wall with just an ability, or just giving it up in general if you're gonna, you know, choose to get plates instead. And on the side of the Naughty Boys, they did have some comeback plays. Quaz found quite a few engages, but wasn't able to really get anything off it. Even with the Baron, you could just see like it didn't really matter at that point. They were so far behind. I would definitely like them to draft some more scaling, or to have more coherent early game plans, because I think they just kind of got the Elise pick just wasn't able to do it was meant to do that game. Bondi, you mean the tallest AD carry in the lead? The hulking Goliath of a player whose champ pool is as wide as he is tall? That Bondi? The wrongly ranked 4th best AD carry who systematically destroys every bot lane who has ever crossed his path? I'd say his line of sight, but no, none of these munchkins even come up to his chin. The Ezreal prodigy, the one who made LBLCS champ Dewey change his entire pool to even exist in the same lane as him? Yeah, I know him, and this year he's coming for the crown. Dang. Okay, well, stream is ready. So now we're just waiting on the teams. We are R when the other team is R. Okay. How's everyone's night going? I know it's late for our East Coast viewers. I'm doing well. Getting kind of hungry. Might order food. If this goes to a 3rd game, I definitely can't wait. How about you, Mr. York Hunt? How are you doing tonight?
Doing alright. Hoping for a good long series, but I'd also like to get some rest tonight. Fun either way.
True. Alrighty.
Okay, both teams are ready.
Here we go, guys. Into Champ Select. Should be a banger.
Grounded.
Okay, Seraphine ban, Talia ban. Similar bans coming out. Same bans again.
So we're not gonna get to see MZ's Vladimir. this
Okay,
series,
so they do
probably.
ban the Kled actually. Target ban towards Tarded. He did do quite well in the early game and was able to fend off that 3-man dive and get his team a massive gold lead. But this time, the Olaf will be traded. So they're going to trade Olaf, or they're going to first pick Olaf themselves. Bard banned. Again, Pantheon falling through the first set of bans. We have seen him pro play. Pantheon isn't super high pick rate. In the LPL he is. He is like a first pickable jungler. But in LCK I don't think we've seen him too much. He is like a quadriflex, that's why he's pretty strong. So they're gonna grab the Jhin again, and they're gonna grab Hecarim. So Hecarim, another very strong meta jungler, but because they have the Kled ban, they had to drop one of their bans, and Kai'Sa was one of their bans from game 1. So PV Bears will get us Kai'Sa. And we'll see what their 3rd pick is here.
Probably a Syndra pick. Oh, the Ornn comes out.
The Ornn comes out. Okay, so this time they're playing what I think is a much more standard comp. Should be. So they're saving counter pick for mid, I assume, or they're gonna give it to support. Well, I guess they're not giving it to support. They don't have counter pick. They're on blue side. Goes for the Wukong again here. Wants the run back. Wukong is pretty good into tanks, like I said, but I do think Ornn is okay with it. He does a decent amount of magic damage.
People fear what they cannot understand.
I think Ornn does only AD.
No, I think Ornn's W is magic damage, and his ult, and his brittle proc. I'm fairly certain. His AD only comes from his Q, I think. I could be wrong. If chat knows,
I thought everything of his was AD.
I can check actually. Ornn. League Wiki.
Syndra and Thresh are the last bans coming out for Downward. They've got the Corki ban this game inside of Naughty Boys.
So passive is magic, Q is physical, W is magic, E is physical, ult is magic. So he does he does decent mixed damage, but I guess most is magic, right? His E is physical damage actually as well. Okay, so Corki and Leona they banned the Thresh, but they're actually banning the Syndra. Trying to put Zelius on something he's not comfortable on, giving counterpick to MZ Shady. And they're gonna pick the Rakan. I don't like Rakan blinded, because I think there's a decent amount of champs that are good into him. Cassio mid, Zelius bet. We'll have to see. Blind picking Cassio can be risky, but although I don't think MZ plays anything that I consider like counter pick champions, like I wouldn't be afraid of MZ picking out like an assassin, you know? I could be wrong. Or like the Yone or something like that. Yeah, just gonna go for the Ziggs.
The insta Ziggs lock
His normal champ. The classic MZ farm up. And okay, so we have Ornn, Olaf, Cassio, Kaisa, Blitzcrank on the side of the Naughty Boys versus Wukong, Hecarim, Ziggs, Jhin, Rakan on the side of Downward Trend. I like these. I think both of these comps are good. And I think Naughty Boys have a much better comp this game.
Yeah.
So it should be a better game, I think. Who will win? We'll put 5 minutes this time so people can actually predict. Hopefully there's no first bloods or anything. But I'm putting 5 minutes because I know a lot of people missed it. I will be using the restroom. Be right back.
Guess it's all up to me for a few minutes. It's not a good. No one's voting for my down. I'm gonna put all the points I just won into them. How much do I got? 7,500. Oh, and everyone just started voting. There we go. Mobron knows who to vote.
Alright, I'm back.
Getting into green screen.
Back in the game now.
Thank God. Already a pause.
He says sec. You're at 6. You're at 6 seconds.
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys. Taking a sip of water, hydrating a little bit. Okay. So we didn't really get to talk about the comps that much, but like I said, I think both these comps are good. Obviously, a very strong dive comp on the side of downward trend. They're going to try their best to get in there. I would argue that I think the comp from Naughty Boys can actually kind of wants people to run into them, right? Like Cassio and Kaisa. Although Kaisa can be dive, Cassio really wants people to come into her range. Like, she's not going to fare very well if she has to get poked out by the Jin and Ziggs. But both comps, yeah, are going to be very snowbally. But the scaling, is actually pretty similar. The Ornn items might help a little bit, but it probably could go either way. I wouldn't give an inherent comp advantage to either team. At least not that I can see right now. I do like the instant engage on the side of downward trend with the Rakan, Hecarim, Wukong. That might be the difference maker in some of these mid-game and late-game fights. It will definitely be on Olaf to run the early game. Kind of how we talked about Baltandi the last game. This time it'll be on Julie. Unfortunately for Olaf, he doesn't have a ton of setup besides Blitzcrank, so maybe he'll try to play bot side. Usually, I would say Naughty Boys play towards their bot in general, but we'll have to see what's...
They did a lot last season.
Yeah.
They've been playing towards top side a lot since they've gotten their new top laner.
We'll have to see. Charted, not someone I usually associate with the Ornn pick, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. On the Ornn, I feel they'll probably play a lot more bot heavy this game.
Alright guys, game 2 of the series. Game 1 went to downward trend. Can Naughty Boys make it a 3-game series, or will downward trend put the nail in the coffin and give Naughty Boys their first loss in their first official match of this season of the LBLCS?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Okay, a little bit of just messing around. I do like that Hecarim chroma. That skin's really cool. Although he has like a quiver and arrows, but I don't think he has a bow. Maybe I'm missing it. think he's supposed to be like Sagittarius or something, but I don't see the bow. Definitely a cool skin. Obviously the Jin skin, one of if not the best skins ever released. Just crazy cool. General Wukong is a classic banger skin. What team is Bondi on? Bondi is on Downward Trend, and Downward Trend is up 1-0 in the series. Babalu. Okay, late invade.
Late invade.
Definitely. Okay, they go over the wall. Double knockup. They still shouldn't be win this. I don't think. Quaz gets a hook on Baltandi. Baltandi gets the smite, hits level 2, gets the heal. Oh no. Oh, he gets the triumph.
For Naughty Boys.
Wow, Naughty Boys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so Wukong teleported down there actually, which was definitely not good. And is gonna kind of screw him. But Baltandi able to really get ahead on this Olaf. Not only does he, I'm fairly certain he got the first blood. Not only did he get the first blood, but he was able to get the blue.
Bondi got the first blood.
I think it said
No,
Baltandi.
you were right. Yeah.
And Jin got a double kill, already starting Bondi with a gold lead, similar to the last game. But yeah, that was a huge knockup by J-Box, and then Baltandi was able to kind of stay frosty, waited, got this one out in the smite fight, and hit level 2. And because of that, he was able to get his W and heal all the damage, got his Conqueror stacked up, and it just swung into that fight. Somewhat of a misexecution.
Read by Downward there for the Rakan to be instantly prepared for the double knockup off the blast plant.
Yeah, that was like either he must have just been saving his level up there. So they are gonna get Tarded here. Tarded just not gonna flash, realizes he's dead. And yeah, this is just a snowball out of control.
Bondi even started with boots for the level 1. Speed
Yeah.
less damage could have missed handfully.
So yeah, this game obviously not over, but not a great start. So there's a meme with Bondi among his friends and the Glue Eaters that he cannot lane for skill shot champs very well. So he opted to rush Boots of Swiftness just to make sure he does not get hooked and throw his lead here. So Hecarim able to pick up a wave. Is going to be potentially level 5 if he gets the Gromp and maybe the Wolf Camp, and then he'll reset, run top.
Got both scuttles as well.
Yeah, I got both. Yeah, this is just insane. I mean, this meta is very jungle focused, so if your jungler gets this big of a lead, it can be very difficult to come back.
Hecarim normally has a pretty bad time in Olaf, but should be far enough that it won't matter too much.
Yeah, Olaf's, although his strength is fairly big, and he's definitely an insane champ. Okay, Quaz. They might just try to trade flashes here. Yeah, okay. That's not bad. They trade flash. But like I said, Olaf, although he is very strong in the 1v1 and like, you know, one of the strongest junglers in the meta right now, he is not good from behind. He is definitely a champ that wants to stay ahead. So him falling this far behind might be rough. He does farm so fast though, right? So he could potentially catch back up. But so does Hecarim, so we'll have to see. And because of the gank, Swift Ranger is about even with Tarded, so he doesn't really lose anything for kind of trolling his TP in the early game there. Ooh.
Good dodge by Bondi there.
So MZ able to get a tier and a blasting wand, no ward. Look at some pots. Azelius started tier, so he already is getting that stacked up. will most likely opt for the Leandri's build, I assume. Keegan says, should Ornn have froze? It's pretty hard to freeze the lane at level 1 when Wukong
If he
TPs
had
there.
pulled the wave, he may have been able to freeze it, but I think he had hit the wave before Wukong started his
Yeah,
TP.
yeah, I think they were both farming at
I
first.
don't think he had the option.
So I do think that maybe the correct play was just to try to hard shove and deny as much XP as possible. Bounce the wave back and then freeze. But in the level 1, it's pretty hard to freeze the wave. And I don't know exactly what ability he started, so...
He would have had to pull it to freeze off the first wave, but he was capable of doing that because Wukong was still in the lane.
Yeah, so they were hitting the minions at first. So Tarded able to get his Ruby Crystal, might be just rushing Thornmail. I doubt he'll be doing that. Most likely will be going towards the Bammy, but looks like he will. He definitely needs the healing reduction versus Wukong in the early game. Wukong passive gives him so much health regen, and I assume he'll be going for the Gorge Anchor build yet again. Julie able to kind of catch back up to Baltandi here. He'll still be fairly behind in XP from the kills, but he is even in CS and basically able to catch back up, whether that's the power of Olaf or something, maybe pathing difference. I'm not entirely sure, but definitely, yeah, good recovery. They will most likely get this dragon for free on the bot side. I doubt they're going to be able to do anything. They're pulling it out. They know Blitzcrank's in the area. They don't need to do anything here. Maybe Quads looks for a hook. Almost gets it. They get the dragon. So it's either going to be an Infernal or a Cloud for the soul. Ideally they want Infernal, but Cloud Drake is pretty good on quite a few of the members of Downward Trend this game, so it's not the end of the world if they get it.
Really impactful ults.
Yeah,
This will be
it's really good on Hecarim,
free
Wukong,
nice.
Rakan, right? All these champs, like, love the reduction of their ult cooldown, but also just the move speed. Hecarim did hit 6
Either way,
here.
Greg's would be insane for them.
Yeah.
They can get it.
Hecarim does hit 6 here. Maybe he looks top. Tarded still has his flash and his ult, so it might not be, like, guaranteed. Okay, Drew, or Swift Ranger ulting. Might die for this. Nice fear in the knockup. Tarded probably okay. He can flash away if he really needs to, but that was actually well played by Baltandi, but Tarded obviously is just very tanky, and I think maybe Wukong got poked out a little bit too much. Kizelia's trading heavy, but very low on mana. Without a blue buff, he's not going to really be able to sustain these trades. He does have Lost Chapter and a tier, but Cass is very mana starved in the early game.
Be looking to break top tower here, or just reset off the Rift Turtle.
Yeah, I imagine they're just going to get Rift Herald and maybe reset. Wukong gets a ward. He did TP back to lane, so he doesn't have TP for the next dragon. Tarded will.
It's getting really low in this mid lane.
Yeah, Zelius doesn't have his teleport, and you can tell he really does not want to... Pinging for assistance here.
He
Oh,
got
they're
down with the
using the Herald, actually.
Ziggs W does a lot of turret damage. Oh, it's not quite in range, looks like. Yeah. just barely.
I think
not enough
imagine
damage to
10
the
minutes
tower.
they almost already had.
So still stuck in this lane. Still has a chance for that tower. Yep, just got it. Oh, he has overstay. Now he doesn't have W to get out.
Oh, he still gets it. He
And
trades.
he trades anyway.
Really, really good that he was able to trade there, actually. And his flash just comes up. This isn't even close. Oh, nice interrupt. Retarded here.
Not do anything.
Yeah, you just can't fight him. Oh my god, he lives, but he gets the flash.
Auto cancel.
That was a nice dash there from the side of Wukong to get out of the auto attack, but yeah, Tarded actually really both games here showing his stuff. Definitely an impressive performance for his first time in the CEO League.
Yeah, Arthur. This matchup just looks unplayable for the Wukong after Ornn got any armor item.
So we'll have to see, focusing back on the gold, there's about a 1k gold lead, 12k, or not 12k, 1.2k on the Jhin. Mid lane has a 1.5k gold lead. Top lane is still ahead, barely, but still ahead, 300 gold. And jungle is about a 600 gold lead. So realistically, everyone on downward trend is ahead of their counterpart in gold. Okay. Dodge the ult. Bondi still gets stunned there. Getting ran down by Julie. Dies to the poison. Trade 1-for-1 here. Tarded comes in. I don't think he has any... Nice knockup. Okay, maybe he gets something here. Looks like he can't. Here comes the Hecarim. Runs in. Able to clean up the Cassio. And yeah, it's just looks like it's snowballing out of control for downward trend. Okay. Gets the hook over the wall for the kill. Great hook. Able to get one at least. Definitely looking good for downward trend. Naughty Boys seem a little out of sorts this game. Maybe thrown off by that unfortunate invade that went very poorly for them. And yeah, it's not looking good. Voltandi opting for the Sunder build on Hecarim, which I think is like super strong. That's why I love that when you stop with Hecarim, he like bows his head. That's so cool. It's like he's just a loyal servant, giving the mid laner his blue. Hecarim got updated lore with the release of Viego, the Ruined King, who looks super cool. I'm sure will be broken. But maybe not. He is a melee champ. Sometimes melee champs can't make it work.
To get broke.
I mean, even a champ. Okay, Quaz gets in, gets the hook on Bondi. Bondi Gale Forces back towards his turret, but yeah, that's unfortunate for him. A good pick, and they're able to get a kill onto the Kaisa there. But I was saying, even a champ like Yone, who I would say is like probably one of the better melee champs they've released, is like not as OP in the win rate department, right? And okay, they're looking for this. Julie is here to cover. Oh, Julie baiting this out beautifully. MZ does have flash though, so it really isn't gonna do much. But yeah, Bondi versus Hook champs. Maybe more iconic duo. My food is on its way. That's the Poggers. Pretty excited to see how this game plays out. Naughty Boy's still fighting. which I like to see. They haven't given up. We have MZ doing his usual, getting 10 CS a minute roughly. Although Zelius is keeping up somewhat, a lot better this game than he was in the Syndra game. And he is playing Cassia, who scales exceptionally well. And luckily for him, they all kind of have to run into him. So if he's able to set up well, get a good ult, he can be the difference maker in these team fights. And he does. He is getting income. It's definitely not over for Naughty Boys. Naughty Boys can for sure win a team fight and just end the game, right? A good...
Always got the Blitzcrank.
Good Blitzcrank hook or just a good Cassio setup with the Ornn potentially makes their team fight very strong. J-Box snuck into this bush. We'll see if he tries to do something. They are bringing Hecarim down here. I don't know if... Oh my god, he's just behind them. They're TPing in. This is the play. They get the Gale Force in. Wukong goes in, gets the knockup. It looks like they're only going to go in. Swift Ranger flashes in, knocks a Blitzcrank. They're able to get a double kill onto the Hecarim, which is definitely one of the people you want to get the kills on. And wow, that was a really nice coordinated play. Finally bringing Swift Ranger in. Definitely improving the coordination from game 1. And they're able to get another turret, 2 kills.
Got the TP out of the Cassio as well.
Yeah, I got Cassio's TP. Ornn opting to stay top, doesn't have his TP up. Maybe he can get the turret here. He'll get it, I think. Yeah, Ornn ends up getting the turret.
Fortunately for Naughty Boys, there's no objective to take off. It just happened. They still have time to regroup for direct.
It's for the chat. For Berserk OG if he's watching. But yeah, no objectives there, so they didn't lose too much, like you were saying. Dragon is coming up. It is Cloud. So they might just feel like they can give it up. Maybe they fight. They won't have Hecarim ult. Actually, it'll probably be up in time. So this might be just a full-on bloodbath. Maybe Quaz hits a hook here. Oh, they spot him out with the blue trinket. He's still just waiting in that bush. Will Bondi walk through this? He just might. We'll have to see. Steps on a trap. Quaz aggroing the dragon here, just starting it up. Getting poked out pretty heavily. Swift Ranger might just go in on him here, yeah. I don't think Quaz stands much of a chance in the 1v1, obviously, versus this guy, but they don't have the ult. Okay, Julie able to get it. Ornn coming from the back, does get his ult off, but dies in the process. Bondi has to flash out very low from the poison, but barely surviving. Okay, he does die, actually. Oh my god, to the Leandri's burn, I assume?
Way too long.
And yeah, so MZ playing aggro. Zelius doesn't have his ult. Looks to trade, does trade. Good play from Zelius. Because of that, they won't be able to do something like Baron, even though Baron's not up. They could go for the Herald here. Julie was able to secure the
Killing the
dragon.
Zigzag gets rid of their chance to get this tower.
Yeah, that was definitely a good trade for the side of Naughty Boys. Zelius was able to go in there. Pause. Dang, this is definitely a closer game than the last one. And unfortunately it's Naughty Boys clawing back from like a really early deficit. But they're able to make some plays here. We'll see if they can salvage this game. Call me Carson, donate. Is this real?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he just made his chat purple.
Oh. Yeah, that's what to say. I think a donation would pop up or something. Oh no. Baiting me. Sag.
to anyone that thinks
Downward
that's good.
Trend won game 1. Sif. Back in the game now. Pause is over. Oh, a 4K gold lead for the side of Downward Trend, but it's definitely not over for Naughty Boys, like we said. They do scale about as well. And Zelius is getting quite strong. I may step out here to grab my dinner. In fact, I'm going to do that while I have some reprieve. Hopefully nothing crazy happens.
It's like no team really wants to go for a Baron play here. We're all just waiting at the next dragon. Posturing for wards, getting their resets in.
Okay. Food acquired. Ornn purchased his Forge Fire Crest, which I assume is his upgraded item.
But yeah, starts getting his upgrades. Does Ornn still get 2 upgrades for himself?
Ornn only gets 1 upgrade now. Ornn got the biggest nerf in preseason. And he only gets about 1,000 gold instead of like the 4K gold he got with his 2 items in stats. Oh yeah, he does get more tank stats, but he did lose. The gold efficiency, I guess. Here goes J-Box, pops the Shurelya's battle song. Actually, not an item we see that often. Baltandi able to knock back Quaz, but this seems kind of forced. Wukong and MZ are able to clean up on the backside, and Bondi unleashing it, able to kill him. Box gets the knockup up. They're not going to be able to do anything, but I assume they turn on Baron here. That was a great engage from J-Box, able to find it.
Julie is staying around. Maybe set the dragon. See if they can get that. Oh, they're going for their...
Oh, he misses his ult.
Misses his Ornn ult.
Okay, Julie goes in. Wow, that was close.
Not getting it.
Wukong able to secure it though. Tarded, just a tank lord. Bondi dies, giving a 600 gold shutdown. Okay, PP Bears goes deep. Maybe uses the Gale Force, maybe able to clean this up. This is looking good for Naughty Boys, actually. Quaz takes the 1,000 gold, the 700 gold shutdown.
They still have Baron on their main pusher and split pusher, so it's not too awful. They're just gonna miss it.
Yeah, Baron's definitely not.
Full point.
It's not the end of the world. They do get to deny the soul point on the side of the Naughty Boys, which is nice. And we were able to get some more gold on PP Bears, which is, he's kind of been starved for gold this series, so it's good for them. This might be working towards what I assume will be his death cap. If he gets death cap, he will just be a monster in these fights, be able to basically like 2 or 3 shot both MZ and Bondi. MZ on his 3rd, working on his 4th item though. Massive on the Ziggs.
down. And yeah, they're just gonna be able to use this Baron and get these turrets. Hopefully, Naughty Boys are able to hold the top inhib here, or it's gonna be bad.
Great engage by
Wow.
Cassie.
Yeah, able to catch out Cassio there. Dies. J-Box is gonna die in return, but that's the only one they get. They get a 3 for 1. They might be able to end the game here. With the Ziggs bomb, they can actually kill both Nexus turrets at once. They still actually have Baron up too for just a bit. It's gonna be up to PP Bears and Quaz here. If they can hold it. I'm not sure if they can. There goes the first turret. GG's being called in all chat. There goes the second turret. Downward trend, coming off a loss in week 1, able to 2-0 the Naughty Boys. Oh, got the spectator bug. I just leave. Hey, reconnect. We'll see what happens. I think it's going to tell me the game's no longer in progress.
It brought me to the end game. So hopefully it does the same for you. See if the stream. MZ just insane amount of
It's loading in for me.
compared to everyone else.
Okay, it's just re-going. I'm just going to leave it. Okay. Quit. Alrighty. Well, congrats to... Oh wait, sorry, did I not give anyone their schmeckles? There we go. Congrats to Downward Trend for an upset. I don't even think it's an upset, but for 2-0ing the Naughty Boys. Definitely thought it would be going to 3 games this series. Really impressed. They adapted game 2. I think they're even more coordinated. Definitely was hard for the Naughty Boys to win after that invade. They did make some plays, and even secured were able to make some plays and even get a pretty decent cleanup after that Baron, but they just were too far behind. And yeah, really well done. We can potentially do an interview here. I don't know if someone from the Downward Trend wants to jump into the community. I don't know if I have the power to move people or not. Another reason Happy Cloud should be an admin, just put it on the roster there. But if not, if we don't want to do interviews, that's okay. Anything you want to say about the series, Mr. York?
I'm really glad the way it played out. Been waiting
Very
this whole
quiet for me,
time
your
to see the
friend,
Naughty
my
Boys
friend.
lose.
You're like almost silent.
Oh, sorry. Am I better now?
A little bit. Still pretty quiet.
Better.
Wait, say something again? Maybe that was on me, actually. Say it?
Hello?
There you go.
Hello?
Okay, cool. Alright, let me see if I can move you. Move to casting? Oh, I can! I have the power!
Nice.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay.
Oh, bring up Flingus too.
Okay, cool. We have the bot lane of Downward Trend, Bondi, and J-Box here. Fellas,
What's up?
congrats, first of all, on your win. Definitely
Thank you.
deserved. You guys played really well. Game 1 was for sure a little shaky, but I would say Game 2 was a lot cleaner. My first question is, after you come off a loss in a pretty close series, I would say, from week 1, how do you guys reset and look forward against what, a lot of people are saying is a good team in the Naughty Boys? Like, what's your mindset going into the next week?
I mean, honestly, it was just we have to play together. Like, our mid laner literally didn't even know whose voice was whose going into the going into the first game. So we had played maybe twice together, and both of those were like multiple weeks before, like when the items first came out. So playing together makes a big difference for sure.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, you guys were able to play two similar comps, and you definitely put a lot of priority on that Jin pick. I personally know how much you like it, but what are your thoughts on the AD carry meta and Jin in specific?
Well, I mean, first of all, I literally don't miss. So
Jin's broken.
on a yeah, I don't miss. So on a skill shot champion, I'm probably gonna do okay. But no, I mean, there's like 5 or 6 really good AD carries right now, and they all build Gale Force, which makes them really safe in team fights. So it makes AD carry feel pretty good to play, and we just had a lot more dive than they did both games. So then PP Bears couldn't really like pop off because he just had people running down his throat, and I kind of just got the free auto and kill their front line with our mid laner.
I think the most important question that the people want to know is what practice Jordan put in to make sure he only got hooked once that game, because that's got to be a
Pretty
record.
impressive.
Honestly,
actually, for him.
I'm really proud of myself. I was gonna say, game one, I think that we won lane pretty hard, because Kaz didn't go a hook champion, and then game 2 he went a hook champion. I was terrified because I can't dodge hooks, but then he didn't really throw many at me, so that was nice, and I definitely didn't get hooked as much as I usually do, which is usually like 10 or 15 times a game.
A blessing, a true
My
blessing.
next question is for J-Box, otherwise known as Big Flynn. You told me before the series, watch me, I'm about to pop off, and you did quite well, but I'm going to have to flame you. How do you mentally recover after your atrocious series in week 1? And then come in here and then come here and have not only a better series, but a great one. In fact, you found some really nice engages in game 2, and you're building an item that not many people are on, which is the battle song, the Shirley's battle song.
Shirley's is amazing. Shirley's is so good, especially on a con. But yeah, first week I don't know, I didn't do too hot. But second week, I don't know. Practice, eat your fruit, get some sleep. You know, the usual.
Yeah, yeah. Well, is there anything you guys want to say to your fans, people in chat? There were some people popping off for you.
I just want to say, Arthur, next time you don't put all your schmeckles on us, I'm coming to your house and I'm gonna fight you.
Yeah, I can't believe that Arthur blew his whole Schmeckle load on the other team. When we had the Bondi J-Box bot lane and you drop your Schmeckles on Kaz and PP Bears?
He was
You're like
judging it
4
off
foot tall, we're
the
like 9
rank
feet
so
tall.
To be fair, in week 1.
Alright, in week 1 I was flying.
New
J-Box,
week.
he played
New week.
Alistar as Seraphine. That's another thing. Thank you to whoever on the other team banned Seraphine both games. I appreciate you, because not only did it waste a ban, but it kept Ryan from playing Seraphine.
Bistro
So that was
Mathematics
This
in
guy's
chat
troll.
literally said, Bistro Mathematics in chat said, wait, Naughty Boys banned Seraphine, Downward definitely has a chance. Anyway,
I feel hurt. I feel attacked. I come on here and get attacked.
yeah, but you had a lot of people. To give Arthur a shout
We
out,
appreciate it.
he did get his Schmeckles back in game 2. He bet them all on you guys for game 2. But
Smart man.
is there anything you guys want to
I
say to your...
always full bet on you guys.
Appreciate it,
Yeah,
Kyle.
he full bet on you guys both games. Is there anything you guys want to...
I bet 70K in the first game last week.
he lost them all.
Keep in mind, boys, if you want more Schmeckles in twitch.tv/low-budget else, whatever the fuck it is,
Wow,
You guys got me like 7K this
bet on
week, bro.
bet on Downward Trend. Bet on Downward Trend. We're a Schmeckle farm over here.
Always
came to
buy
play.
low, and they're the lowest you can get because they're the downward trend.
True. Anyway, anything you guys want to say to your fans before we let you go?
Thanks for
Thanks,
watching.
guys. We'll be back.
Awesome.
Peace.
Alrighty.
Peace out, boys. Thanks for casting.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Of course, yeah. Thanks for giving us some good games. Anyway, I think that's going to be it from us, Mr. Yorkhunt, unless you have anything you want to add.
Not much. Sorry, I don't talk much.
It's okay. getting some extra practice on my play-by-play, which I'm terrible at. That's why I usually have the chance, but it's okay. We got to practice.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're new here, follow us on Twitch. Check the Discord below, where you can find us. We have a great community. We have over 600 people in the Discord or something crazy. We have 5 leagues that are going on right now. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I assume there will be a game tomorrow. There usually is a game almost every day. Might be streamed. Can't confirm, but I hope it will be. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it from me. I'm a Happy Cloud, joined